Yo, what's goody, guys? Happy Monday. Hope everybody got up, got after, got some. I'm still down. Went to the doc. Got a little more respiratory infection going. I got on an antibiotic and all that. I'm called out today. I'll probably got another day off. Taking some time off training. I watched that the Charlie Kirks memorial over at the State Farm, just up the street here. But I watched it on the stream yesterday with the wife and the kids. I was down. I was like, I'm gonna check it out. Man, what a turnout, man! Shoot, man, it's like a Super Bowl. It's like a Taylor Swift concert right there for the guy that so many people say will be forgotten. I mean, I remember like those huge crowds at those cringy like purity movements when I was in middle school. That I'll remember that Josh Harris, that apostate dude. Yeah, man, I remember just hundreds of kids at that, and youth at the I went to Rose Bowl in Pasadena. But it's amazing that somebody like Charlie Kirk can cause such a movement just from preaching the truth, not this religion of works that I see a lot through the charismatic movement and the evangelical movement and stuff. And like, you got to do all these little things, and it's like, no, dude, Jesus saves you, man. You're obedient. The Holy Spirit will mold you into the image of Christ. I mean, a dude who built a movement, one of the biggest youth movements in American history, and before he was 31 years old. Phenomenal. Changed the course of our history. He got us another Trump presidency. I mean, going out and just hammering out and just grinding out those college campuses and sitting down and debating, and people he agreed with, didn't agree with. Man, he showed grace. I definitely lean more into the conservative and the reform camp. But shoot, man, just watching out there watching, the gospel preached, even through like our cabinet, of our country, preaching, Jesus is the way. So yeah, I mean, I'm not always. I mean, it was cool seeing some of the old schoolers up there leading worship and all that. We got Chris Tomlin and Phil Wickham up there, man. Shoot, man, they did a great job, man. Watching a stadium full with hands raised, and the fact that it was just everybody coming together. It wasn't some TBN BS. People flopping on the ground and flipping around and going to Jesus for something. No, it was people coming together and thanking Jesus and coming together to. I mean, it's people that wanted to see a revolution, people that wanted to see a revival in this country, man. That's, I was listening to John MacArthur. I think he was preaching through Daniel, and a country that forgets God crumbles. Things moving, man. This is like something. It's like watching going to like an old like Billy Graham crusade, and having the gospel preached. And I'm not saying any of these guys were as spelled as well as Billy, but yeah, man, just leaving that legacy, I mean, regardless of anybody's, political or personal beliefs, but I mean, Charlie stood on Jesus, and that was huge, man. So, but yeah, that's it. Mine took away. I'm encouraged watching what I saw, and of course, you see the haters on the left, the trashing and all this and blah blah blah. But I also remember, guys, you know, it says, you know, like the evildoers, that the God will turn them over to that, to walk in that. These are the people that have been turned over to their sin, who are gonna celebrate the death of somebody. This is a not your will be done, but my will be done, people. But they are not beyond being saved. Guys, the Apostle Paul, when he got his start, he was at the stoning of Stephen, the first martyr. And he took off, and he was adamantly, he's like, I'm going to snuff this Christianity out. But Jesus got hold of him, and he blinded and knocked him off his horse, man. And he kept him at this house. I don't have my word next to me. I'm not going to go with the most accurate. You guys can look it up. But I called this dude to be like, hey, man, I need you to go baptize Saul. That's, his original name. And he's like, man, are you serious? He's like, shit, man, this guy's killing us, dude. And he ends up going, and he heals his eyes, and he baptizes him. And from that moment on, man, Saul became Paul, and he suffered for Christ. One of the most powerful preachers of the first century. But man, so much more I see on the right, man. I see people, I see Ireland kicking off. I see the UK. I see Poland. I see countries in Europe kicking off, man. It's he had a worldwide reach, man. He inspired a lot of people. And when he went down, there were so many people who were like, shoot, man, all right, we're gonna pick this up and we're gonna work with it. So be blessed, guys. Be encouraged.